The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Room here to run. And down to the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones, flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Daniel Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Texans, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's the end of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To Deebo Samuel.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Third down, here's Geis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But this is just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
No gain on the play.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Watson on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Down, Houston.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And the Texans, first down.
On first down, it's Watson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 22-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
Is good.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it'll be third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Take it.
Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans.
All these these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Clinton Dix on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Dancing to his left. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Watson. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break. Watson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
28-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
A
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Texans.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 41, Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Stop your body. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
17. Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. Man, I got you.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
A gain of 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Pollard again. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He's got Burton here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
29-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Watson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Number 30.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down.
Third down and 10.
Takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. Remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal.
56.
Now it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Texans 21, Titans 17. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, this is Geis, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Second and 7 at the Titans' 23-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They stay on the ground. Geis again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Looking for Woods that time, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Jones. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.